In this video, I'll be looking at creepy last photographs. Pictures in which either the photographer or the person being photographed were never seen alive again. The girl in this photograph is 14-year-old Regina Kay Walters. It was taken by Robert Ben Rhodes, a trucker who cruised America's highways in the 80s, abducting women to torture and kill. He had converted the back of his truck into a mobile torture chamber. Shackles hung from the ceiling, and he had a box full of torture equipment in there. He would pick up hitchhiking women and imprison them. Only after weeks or even months of torture would he eventually kill them and end their suffering. Regina Kay Walters was his last known murder victim. She was hitchhiking with her boyfriend Ricky when Rhodes picked them up. He immediately shot and killed Ricky, then took Regina captive in his torture chamber. As with all his victims, he cut her hair short and forced her to wear a dog chain around her neck. In these final moments, he made her wear a black dress with high heel shoes and pose for a number of photographs in this abandoned barn. The poses look quite staged. It's like he's telling her to look scared, as if someone is attacking her. I imagine she's just trying to be compliant. By this point, she's endured months of rape, humiliation and torture at his hands, and probably would have done anything if she was told. There is genuine fear in her eyes, but the pose looks wooden somehow. The tilted camera angle reminds me of a horror movie. Rhodes obviously had a specific atmosphere he wanted to set with this photo, perhaps attempting to capture the terror he saw in his victims in their final moments. Shortly after the picture was taken, Regina's body was found in an abandoned barn. Police found many more pictures of Regina, but these are thought to be the last photographs, taken moments before her actual death. The next picture was taken by Dalen Pua, a hiker who attempted to climb the Haiku Stairs in Hawaii. The Haiku Stairs is an abandoned military installation on a Kulu mountain range. Nearly 4,000 steps lead to a radio tower atop the mountain. Although the site is closed to the public, many daring hikers will sneak into the area to climb the Haiku Stairs. Dalen decided he was going to attempt to climb the stairs solo, and he documented his adventure by posting photographs to Twitter. On February 27, 2015, Dalen posted one final picture, then disappeared forever. Despite an extensive search and rescue operation, he was never seen again. Desperate for answers, his family searched through his photographs, trying to find some clue to his whereabouts. When they studied his last photo more carefully, they noticed something chilling. Hiding behind a bush, a man's head can clearly be seen. He seems to be trying to duck down quickly. Maybe he didn't want to be photographed. Nobody has figured out who this man could be, but many think it could be linked to Dalen's disappearance. Bear in mind that this area is closed to the public. Accessing the stairs involves an arduous detour just to get past the guards. The chances of meeting another hiker on the stairs is very remote. Such an inaccessible location would be the perfect place to murder someone. Until a body is found, no one will know what happened for sure. In 1989, a woman pulled into a parking lot in Florida and found a discarded Polaroid on the floor. This was the image on that Polaroid. After notifying the police, a manhunt was instigated, but neither the people in the photograph nor the photographer could be found. Eyewitnesses reported seeing a man in a windowless van pull out of the parking lot moments before the Polaroid was discovered. Many believe the girl in the photo to be Tara Kaliko, a 19-year-old girl who had gone missing a year before the picture was found. She had been riding a bicycle when she disappeared and had previously complained of a creepy guy in a pickup truck stalking her on her cycle rides. Tara's body was never found, and many debate whether the girl in the Polaroid really is her. The eyes look very similar, but it's difficult to tell when half the face is covered with tape. The boy in the photo is also a mystery. At first it was assumed that this was Michael Henley, a boy who had gone missing around the same time and from the same place as Tara Kaliko. But Michael's body was later discovered, and forensics concluded that he had not been murdered. He had got lost in the wilderness near a campsite they were staying at, and then died from exposure. It's been nearly 30 years since the Polaroid was found, and still nobody in the picture has ever been conclusively identified. However, there has been one recent development. In 2015, somebody posted the following image on 4chan. Once again, nobody has been able to identify the girl in the photo for sure, but it does look very similar to the 1989 Polaroid. So maybe the kidnapper is still out there. Maybe we'll see more of these photos come to light in the future. Only time will tell. This family photo comes from the Philippines and was taken on New Year's Eve. The cameraman is Reynaldo Dagsa, a local councilman famous for being extremely tough on crime. He was taking this photo of his family when two men emerged from the shadows. This is Arnel Buenaflor. His accomplice is behind the cameraman and wasn't captured in the photo. Seconds after the picture was taken, both men fired multiple shots at Councilman Dagsa, killing him in front of his family. The smiles on the faces of his family showed that they didn't realise what was happening until it was too late. Police were able to track down the gunman because of the hat seen in the photo. They found the same baseball cap at Arnel's home, and this led to his arrest and conviction for the shooting. Arnel was known to the police as he had been previously arrested on a burglary charge. The reason he gave for the assassination was that he had been a victim of Dagsa's tough crackdown on crime. This loving family photo is probably the most sinister photobomb ever captured. This photograph was taken in 1979 in Sydney, Australia. The boy in the picture is Damien Godson. He is waiting for the ferry to take him to Luna Park, an amusement park on Sydney Harbour. Moments after this picture was taken, he boarded the ferry to Luna Park with his brother Craig and his parents. Once they were in Luna Park, Damien, Craig and their father boarded the ghost train ride, whilst their mother went to buy ice creams. Once they were on the ride, a fire mysteriously started, and although most people were able to escape, 6 children and 1 adult got trapped inside. Among them were Damien, Craig and their father, John Godson. An inadequate sprinkler system meant that they were unable to douse the flames, and the entire ghost train ride was burnt to the ground with the children inside, all of them burning to death. The inquiry into the cause of the fire was inconclusive. Arson was suspected when an eyewitness reported 2 unidentified figures running from the area moments before the fire started. But this one picture, the last known photograph of Damien Godson alive, has given rise to a bizarre and frightening theory. Nobody knows who the man in the outfit is. Whilst it could just be a busker, for some reason people are strangely creeped out by him. One theory suggests that this could be someone dressed as the ancient Canaanite god Moloch. This is important because Moloch was associated with child sacrifice, especially by burning to death. People who worshipped Moloch would build giant metal ovens in the shape of a bull and sacrifice infant children in its flames. Many have speculated that the ghost train fire was actually an occult sacrifice to Moloch, the 7 victims of the blaze matching the 7 sacrificial chambers of the Moloch idol. One eyewitness saw a worker letting 2 children onto the ride after the fire had already been reported. It suggests that this was a deliberate and carefully planned affair involving multiple people. If this really was a sacrifice to Moloch, who knows what dark powers were unleashed on that day. So as you've seen, somebody's final photograph can provide us with many unanswerable mysteries. Perhaps knowing that the person in the photo died or vanished shortly afterwards causes us to attribute more importance to these images than there really is. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you like the video. So that's all for today. Until next time, goodbye.